Hi, I'm Alyah Baker, and I'm a graduate student in the MFA in Dance program. This semester I have the pleasure of teaching the advanced ballet students at Duke. Some of the things that are pretty different is we had to really limit the number of people who could sign up for class this semester. So we can only have about 12 people in the studio at one time, even in our really big, beautiful cube studio in the Rubenstein Center. We can only have 12 people in the space at once. The dancers usually start off at the bar, which lines the perimeter of the room, and so they have to space themselves. Their tape marks to make sure they are more than the 6 feet apart at the bar. And then when we come to center, which is the second part of the class, there is a grid of boxes on the floor to distinguish where each dancer should stand and kind of do their practice in the center. I've had to work on projecting so I can be heard through the mask, and just get really creative in how to make sure that I'm communicating each combination and each sort of suggestion on how to approach the movement differently as clearly as possible. So some of the adjustments we've made this year, in addition to being spaced out along the bars and kind of dancing in our boxes on the floor, is everyone is wearing a mask to class, just again to have extra precaution there. And I would say that we also have in each studio now big television screens where people can zoom into class if they're not able to attend in person. I mean, communication is really different in class now. Because we all have a mask, we have to speak up more, and it also requires me to ask my students more questions and kind of get some sort of body language confirmations so that we can hear each other. We have the additional challenge and benefit too of having these filters to help routinely clean the air, these HEPA filters, but that also means that it's a little bit noisy in there, and so we have to really listen closely to hear the music and to project our voices when we are speaking to each other in class. The dance department at Duke has been a major part of my life and is super important to me. I went here for undergrad, I was a dance minor, I danced and performed every semester, and it really just changed my life. So it's great to be back as a graduate student, and I'm really happy that we were able to figure out how to be in person and do it safely so that the dance department at Duke can continue to grow and thrive.